Hey y'all, so I'm back. I told y'all I'd be back. So today I'm going to be talking about the judges that were involved in this whole Maleah Davis situation. And again, like I said, we're going to be looking into everybody and everything that I feel like failed this little girl in this situation. And the crazy thing about this video that I'm about to do right now is like the deeper and deeper that I keep looking into things, it's like we keep going down a rabbit hole of bullshit. Because a lot of people were saying that Judge Gloria Lopez was the one who actually sent Maleah back home. And when I did some research, that's actually incorrect. The judge who was responsible for signing the order to send her back home, his name is Judge Ryan Salfiti. Now, he's the one who's only been on the bench for a few weeks, and he's not even an elected judge. He's just an associate judge. So where the hell he came from is beyond me. But when I was reading, it says that Judge Gloria Lopez is the one who chose him, I guess, to sit on the bench because she's the actual elected judge of the 308th district court down there in Harris County. And that's the district that they represent. It's the 308th district for CPS. So what I found out when I was looking into him and her ass was that I felt like neither one of them really took Maleah's case serious, because if you couldn't determine which parent actually did inflicted the harm to her, which caused the injury, because you guys took her away from her family because you said their stories didn't match up to the injuries that were sustained to this little girl. So therefore, how in the fuck could you send her back to these people and you don't know which one did it? So if you couldn't determine who actually was at fault, then neither one of them should have been able to be around the fucking baby in the beginning. But again, as I kept reading this story, it just keeps getting more sadder and sadder because these judges are full of shit. Now, anytime that a child is taken away from their parents and they're, entered into the system and they're, a child of the state basically, they are appointed a court appointed lawyer to represent the children. So Peyton and Maleah had an attorney by the name of, I believe his name is Jared Woodfill. And he's a former Republican Party chairman that I'm hearing about. And he's basically, involved in a bunch of bullshit because his office was actually raided back in, let me see. His office was raided a few months ago, actually. So that just tells you what kind of attorney he was. So I'm wondering, did you even try to fight, when a judge signed the order to send these kids back as their attorney? Did you even try to fight that order, about sending them back? Did you raise any concerns or anything, or you just said, okay, cool, boom, send them back? Because I really feel like all of y'all are at fault because y'all failed her just as much as fucking Brittany and Darion and everybody else that was involved in the situation. So again, if anybody hasn't already signed a petition, because I heard a lot of people saying that they wanted to start a petition to get Gloria Lopez impeached off the bench. Well, y'all need to sign one for Ryan Salfiti too, who's the associate judge who actually signed the order to send Maleah back home. So when we sign these petitions, make sure that there's two of them. Because I feel like everybody in this situation that failed Maleah, y'all gonna be held accountable in some type of way. And another thing, I really feel like we're asking, a lot of good questions, but I don't feel like we asking the questions to the right people. Nobody in this situation I've heard, and if they have, then y'all feel free to correct me, but nobody has reached out to Darian Vince's mom to talk to her because she's the one who actually had the children in her custody once this accident occurred and they were taken away from Brittany. So to me, it would be like she would be an important key figure in this, case, somebody to talk to, because she would know firsthand about how these children acted after this happened. And I'm gonna tell you something. I got a 4-year-old, and she's no typical 4-year-old. She's actually 65. And not just my 4 year old. A lot of these children nowadays, they call them what, indigo children, because they've been here before. And so I would be just curious to have a conversation with her to know how Maleah and Payton were acting after this, because kids talk, and I know that they had to repeat some things once they got in a comfortable environment, and they felt safe. And that's what I'm told, that she was to them, a safe and comfortable environment. That's why she was able to get them. I'm quite sure she heard some things, because kids talk, and they might have talked amongst themselves. They might have repeated things that they've heard or that were happening in the home. But I'm just curious to know what her take on all of this is. So if y'all have a way, or anybody can reach out to her or get some information on her, let me know, because I would definitely love to have a conversation with her, just to know what she knows, because she's an important piece to this puzzle. But again, we gonna get back to the subject at hand, which is these bullshit ass judges who failed Maleah. And like I said, Judge Lopez appointed this mug, Ryan, who actually signed the order to send her back home. And then she's the one who placed the gag order on the case, so that we wouldn't even know any of the details. She didn't want the media or anybody to be aware of, all of the details of the case, and she didn't want them reporting on it, so she sealed the records. And I feel like that's some straight bullshit. So what is it exactly that you're trying to hide? What is it that you don't want us to know? Because again, transparency is everything, and these are kids you dealing with. And like I said, you already done fucked up, because you sent her back home and she's dead. So what is it that you don't want us to know? The least you could do is unseal the court record, so we can have a better idea and a clearer understanding of what exactly was going on in this home. And at the end of the day, your ass don't matter, because like old boy said, you gonna be working down at the local motherfucking Family Dollar. You don't deserve to be sitting on no bench deciding who goes back home and who doesn't, because clearly you don't have the right knack for this type of stuff here. And everybody, that's okay, because everybody ain't built for everything, but this clearly is not your motherfucking forte. So you need to find another motherfucking career. And if you don't volunteer to do it, then we gonna help assist your ass by signing this petition to get your ass impeached off the fucking bench. So you can have it your way for now. But y'all, like I said, I'm gonna keep digging into the situation. And like I said, I'm looking at everybody that's involved in this situation. And until we get justice for Maleah, and until, like I said, I'm gonna say that every video, until that fat bitch is in cuffs, we gonna keep on doing what we doing until we get justice for Maleah. And everybody that was involved, we coming for you too. So y'all go ahead and leave a comments, tell me y'all thoughts. And like I said, if anybody got any information on Darion's mom or how to get in touch with her, leave me an email. Y'all can reach me at newsforyourass@gmail.com. That's NEWZ, the number 4YOAZZ at gmail.com. And I'll leave it in the description box as well. But y'all stay tuned, because I'm coming. I'm stay on this until we get to the end of it, and that's justice for Maleah.